Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Friday, May 16th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. And hey, also give us a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. And hey, after we're done with the three plays that we go over here today, three games we look at, let us know what you think in the comment sections below. As always, we get to the cappers, see how they're doing, and then they give us their play that they love the most here on this Friday. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Friday? Looking to kickstart your weekend, eh?
Yeah, that's right, Rod. Looking for a great sports betting weekend here, kicking it off with Friday night with a little playoff action and some baseball today as well here on Cover the Spread. Let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm excited for the weekend as well. How are you doing here on this Friday, Al?
It's been a pretty good week for me so far, and as you said, looking to keep it rolling through the weekend and beyond. So let's get to it. I mean, tough NBA game coming up, but we've got that covered for you along with some MLB.
Definitely. We've been hot, so let's keep things rolling in the right direction here and cover the spread. Hey, sometimes you hit those bumps in the road. I admitted a couple videos back that I did hit a bump in the road, an awful, but good start to the week. Knock on some wood. Thursday's still pending as we shoot this one for Friday, but everybody knew that, so let's get to it. First game we're looking at here in the MLB. Hey, this is my game. I love this guy. He's been making me money all season long so far. Is good old Shane Smith of the White Sox been absolutely money in the first five. Man, this guy and some other teams, he would definitely be cashing in a little more dubs full game as well, because he would get some run support, but been missing their money in that first five, so I'm going to go right back to him again. As always, got that plus 0.5 you'll get with him here in this one. He's 6-2 on the season in this spot, so I ain't getting off that train. Shane Smith, keep him money. Love you, buddy. Or just let me know, reach out in the comment section where we can send the fruit basket, because you've been absolute money in the first five, and I'll take you here to kickstart my weekend. Hey, and on over Ramon. What do you like here in this one? White Sox or Cubs on Friday?
Well, I like Shane Smith too, Rod, but I'm a little worried going up against this top five Cubs lineup that we've seen all season long. Look, Smith has a big future. Man, well, poor White Sox. They get some great pitching from some young starters, and then they have to trade him away because they're not going to win anything. You might as well try to play for the future. But so far, so good for the Rule 5 pick, Smith. Cubs also have the top pitching prospect in here in Horton going as well. But for me in this matchup here on a Friday day game, I love Cubs day games on Friday, certainly harken back to Harry Carey. But look, this Cubs lineup here with Crow Armstrong so hot right now, Suzuki looking good right now. Look, both teams have a 4.5 ERA once we get to the back end. We'll see how long these young starters go here in this one. And always got to check that weather. But man, if we get any kind of good conditions here, I've got to think this one gets double-digit runs here. Both starters with limited MLB experience for sure. So there could be some mistakes in here. And how long can they really go before we get those 4.5 bullpens in there, Rod? So I'm going to have to go with the over in this one between White Sox and Cubs, Southsiders, and those Cubbies on Friday afternoon.
Weather's looking like, well, we're trying to predict a little amazing crescent, but it's looking like it might be in the 80s at game time, and wind blowing out in Chicago. So might be a hot one Friday night in the Cubs Park. So, but definitely check your weather report, because we know how that can change. Head on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? Cubs.
Yeah, definitely.
Chicago. I'll take Chicago.
definitely got some heavy wind blowing out in this one, or at least expected to as of right now. But I gotta agree with a lot of what you guys said. Shane Smith just been amazing so far. Hard to trust him full game, unfortunately, with this lineup backing him up. But again, we don't have to here. Looking at the first five, he didn't need his offense to cash that run line in the first half in the last game. He pitched 6 scoreless innings. He's only allowed 3 runs in his last 21 innings, so throughout his last 4 starts. And just gotta love backing Smith in the first 5 innings. Definitely been one of the strongest plays in the MLB, I believe. So gonna keep riding it. And again, this bad lineup just gives us more value on this first 5 run line. So you gotta love what Smith has been doing so far.
Definitely. That's the first game we looked at. Hey, we're like another battle of the cities, and no, we didn't plan this. This just happened this way. We're gonna go look at the Battle of LA. We got the Angels taking on the Dodgers. This is Al's game. We're gonna kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Angels Dodgers Friday night.
Yeah, real quick correction before I hear about it in the comments. That was, yeah, back to this little, well, I would say LA rivalry, but I still like to call them the Anaheim Angels. That's where they still are located, and as far as I'm concerned, and going to show them who the real LA team is, I guess. But we're not looking at the side here. We're going to be looking at the total. I'm seeing conflicting reports here for the Dodgers. Look like it could be either Dustin May or Tony Gonsolin. I think it's Dustin May's turn to pitch, so it should be him. But I'm seeing some Gonsolin, some reports saying it will be Gonsolin. I guess being pushed forward for this start if he did start this one. But I think it's going to be May. And on the other side, you're going to have Kohanowitz for the Angels. It was started off pretty well in this season, but he's been getting hit recently, and I think the Dodgers get to him as well here. May, as much as I like his stuff, and he's got some great stuff. Very impressive arsenal in his pitching bag. But again, eventually he does tend to get hit hard and give up at least a couple runs. So if the Angels can't get to him, they're also going to be going up against this banged-up Dodgers bullpen as well. So expect the Angels to get some runs off them as well. And maybe the Dodgers do the heavy lifting in this one, but I think they both get their fair share of runs and get us over this total.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Dodgers Friday night?
Yeah, that would be my concern. We know the Angels bullpen is bad, but with May in here likely to get this start, to me, you got to handle him with kid gloves too. Oh, he's been pretty good so far, just coming off his longest outing so far. So, and good news for the Dodgers with Clayton Kershaw coming up on Saturday night. Now we're going to get his return. You got to still balance that bullpen, and Al mentioned it. These guys are getting worked pretty hard right now. They had a bullpen game there on Thursday, so really it's been a little bit shaky with that usually solid Dodger bullpen for this organization. So I think the Angels stay in here with this being the freeway series and all, and I think the Dodgers have to be very, very careful with their pitching this weekend. I think we've seen some decent offense here, especially Ward for the Angels. He has been on fire this week, doing a great job. So I'm going to take the Angels here on the run line on Friday night against the Dodgers.
For me here in this one, I like the over in the first 5. As Al alluded to, I think we get some runs here early in this game. Kukanowicz, you look, hey, he pitched well against Baltimore last time out. So I'm not going to let that fool me, though. It's Baltimore. Definitely not. We know what Baltimore's been doing, and it hasn't been a whole lot. So he pitched well there, but when he went against the team that's been smashing the ball, he gave up 5 in 5 innings. So I'm going to take the over in the first 5. Probably see this at 4.5. This might be up to 5 in some places, book-wise, depending where this number comes out. And even over at 5, I'm going to take the over first 5 in this matchup as a lean, because I think we do see some runs, but I think you see runs throughout the game. Even late in this game, kind of with Al's over, but I think both first 5 and full game. All right, let's head on to the NBA action we got going here tonight. Hey, Boston stayed alive in this series, dragged it back to New York here for Game 6 on Friday night. I'm seeing 2.5 in most places. Total ticked up about 209.5 in this one here on Friday night. Head on over to Ramon. What do you think here Friday night?
Yeah, and the winning score has gone up the last 3 games, and we know the Celtics, maybe they've had to change the complexion of their offense. You'd think losing Tatum would affect them offensively, but man, did they get some great play in that victory, 127-102 over the Knicks at home, putting up 127 big time there with White looking great, bombing those threes. Brown came through like they needed him to, and so I got to think we're going to see another high score here. Whether or not the Knicks can close this one out as a favorite, it's going to be dicey. Maybe it will be very, very exciting. We're all upset and disappointed about what happened to Tatum, but I think that changes the complexion of the way the games are played. And here, Boston's going to feel that pressure. I think that is going to force them to move it a little bit more quickly here. They'll play faster. And of course, we know they like to shoot 3-pointers, guys. So I've got to go over here in this one in game 6. Let me go over 210 in this one. And I don't forget, you got Brunson totally lighting it up right now. Towns is doing a great job as well. Give me the over on Friday night.
Headed on over now. What do you like here in this one, Boston or New York on Friday night?
Yeah, I gotta agree. Originally I would think, I completely agree with everything Ramon just said. I originally thought no Tatum would hurt this offense, but I guess with him being out, they don't have to worry about feeding him the ball so much or try to make sure he gets all his shots, as many as he likes to take. And also, it's not an option they can rely on with the shot clock running out either. So maybe this offense is a little more fluid and everyone got a bit of a greener light to shoot the ball whenever they're slightly open. So maybe it moves a little faster. And yeah, I agree. I think the total just a little bit too low with or without Tatum. And no matter what the trends have said so far. And we saw some lower scoring games too here, but I just think this number a little low. And again, I just think these offenses get us there. And for everyone that just doesn't want me to agree with Ramon, I got my own look on this game. It's just a lean, so don't go too crazy and, bashing it or whatever. But the Celtics have also won the last 3 first halves. So I'm going to look at them with the points here heading into the half. And I think we got a little bit of value maybe if you want to take a shot on the money line. It's not going to be huge plus money or anything. They're just +1 right now on the spread. So I'll take that point, and they could very well be in the lead or tied, or even down 1, you get a push. But tied or in the lead at the half, you get the win there. So I think that's a pretty good look as well. But my stronger play would be to agree with Ramon and take the over here.
And for me here in this one, you know what? We did see the tick up on offense, so I think we get that same type of game here. Agree with Ramon here. I think we would definitely see the track meet again here in this one, scoring. And I think it's again on the Celtics side. We've seen what the Knicks have done at home, and it hasn't been the greatest. Been a little shaky in MSG at times. And for me, it's you look at what Boston's done all season long off a 20-point blowout. Well, guess what? 4-0 back out on the road following one of them spots. I'm going to take Boston here on the money line to force game 7. Here on when would that be? Sunday, I believe we'd see game 7. Sure, let's go for it. Sunday, Monday. I'll give a couple days off. Wait till Monday. Yeah, it would be. Yep, you're right. All right, let's see game 7. I'm going to take a shot here with Boston on the money line to. So with 2.5, I'm not grabbing 2.5. I'll take Boston to win it out right here and force game 7. And who would have thought that after everything? Should be a good one here on Friday night. Hey, that wraps it up for Friday night's action. As always, let us know what you think in the comment section below of these games. Not our record keeping. Our record keeping is basically on the 3 picks that we've all each given out, not the leans that each capper has given out, just to try to square away some confusion in the comment section. Sorry about that, but we all pick our favorite play. And those are the 3 official plays for the show. We're going to recap for you right now. First game we looked at, we got the White Sox taking on the Cubbies. The Battle of Chicago here in this one on Friday to kick us off. And I like Shane Smith in that first 5, as he's been Mr. Money in that first 5, 6-2 in the first 5 to start the year. I think he continues to make us some money. Go with Shane Smith and the White Sox. First 5, my play. Next play we looked at, we got Al's play. And he's got the Angels taking on the Dodgers. And with the scary pitch in, the scary bullpens on both teams, we're taking the over in that one. There's plenty of runs, as we've seen the Dodgers games definitely tick up to the over. So, as Al says, his official play, take the over in that one. And then we headed on over to the NBA action. Boston taking on the Knicks. Ramon's play. And he says we're going to see that same uptick in the pace that we've seen in game 5 here in game 6. Take the over in this one on Friday night. Ramon's official play. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in to cover the spread. Hey, let's kickstart the weekend a win. We've had ourselves a nice little week here. Let's continue it right through the weekend. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Don't get into too much trouble. And what are we doing here? Let's cover the spread.